Hey, I'm back again. Welcome back to my page. I figured I would shoot something real quick today. Have a gig tonight at Pete's in Quincy with FM Station. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about acoustic guitars. This is an acoustic guitar that I record with a lot. It is a Epiphone master built. Um, I think it's an EF 500R. Solid rosewood back and sides. Spruce top. Basic guitar, sounds great. This guitar generally would probably have a darker sound had I had the phosphor bronze strings on. I'm not a big phosphor bronze fan. I feel they're very dark. Unless the guitar itself is very bright to start with, then I would say, put some phosphor bronze on there, which I actually do with my Takamine. But for this one here, I use phosphor bronze. As you can see, these are D'Addario 12 to 53, EJ11's 80-20 bronze. So what 80-20 bronze means is that it is 80% copper and 20% tin. So the higher the tin content, obviously the brighter the sound. On phosphor bronze, it's something like 92% copper, I believe, 7% tin, and 1% phosphorus, which keeps the strings from corroding. Obviously, with the high tin content, you don't need it. And it's odd to me because I think 80-20 used to be the standard of strings back in the 60s, 50s, and whatnot. And somehow in like the 80s, phosphor bronze became the warmer string, which it is warmer. It's a darker sound. But I don't know why they put it on every guitar because they sound dark. To me, like a Martin is a really warm guitar. And if you ever listen to like something like the HD28V or the Triple O EC, the Eric Clapton guitar, if you put 80-20s on it, it just wakes right up. It sounds fantastic. And so this has like a nice, crisp, sound. So if you have a guitar at home and you're thinking, it's a little darker than I like, brighten it up, put on some 80-20s. They're hard to find sometimes in stores because they don't carry it, which is going to be a whole other show when I go off on a rant on why the internet is killing it and why stores, they just have no idea what to carry anymore. But that'll be another story. But anyway, so yeah, they're hard to find sometimes. You can find them online. EJ11's 80-20 bronze. They make your guitar sound fantastic. Again, if you have a real bright, thin, tinny sounding guitar, like I think a lot of Koa acoustic guitars have too bright a sound and too thin on a guitar like that, then I would put on the phosphor bronze, which would be almost look like the same packaging. I still think they even do them in blue, but they're the EJ16s from D'Addario. I'm a D'Addario guy. That's just what I've always used since about, I want to say like 89, 90-ish. But anyway, so that's that on how to make your guitar sound the way you want it to sound. Obviously, I would also recommend if you have a guitar at home and you're not liking it, take it to a repair guy and have it properly set up. Make sure the action's nice and low and that it's playable. But other than that, that really will affect the way it sounds. And you can, then control it and all that fun stuff. It's funny to me because a lot of people always say, oh, Taylors are so bright. And it's like, yeah, they're bright, but they got 80-20s on them always. They're using those Elixir 80-20s. And, if you put phosphor bronze on a Taylor, it warms it up and sounds nice. Obviously, there's some beautiful sounding Taylors. The 816, the 716 to me is a fantastic sounding guitar. There's great guitars for the money. They're few and hard now to find because I think the company Recording King changed some of the models, but they had like a Triple O that was fantastic and just a great value for the money. You can spend anywhere from $500 to $5,000 for a decent acoustic, and that's a pretty wide range. But if anyone has any questions on certain guitars, models, and whatnot, there's some Blue Ridge that makes some nice guitars, and obviously, Gibson makes a beautiful acoustic, and Martin. I'm a big Santa Cruz fan. I think Santa Cruz and Collings probably make the two best acoustic guitars, in my opinion. But the great thing about guitars is, there's everyone has an opinion as to what feels right for them. Again, like something like this has the V-neck, and I'm a big V-neck guy. In fact, I used to play real thin shredder necks, and my hand used to really cramp up. And then I loved the sound of this guitar and started playing it. It had a V-neck, and all of a sudden my hand would cramp so much less. And so then I switched it to electrics and started playing the V-necks, and I love them. So I'm a V-neck guy. That's just my thing. One of my critiques about like companies like Fender and Gibson is they make one shade of vanilla. I mean, you can go through, I think there's 75 different Stratocasters by Fender, and you're going to find about 73 of them have the same neck, the same feel, the same colors, and then if you go to their custom shop, you can pay $4,000 for the same guitar. But anyways, that's just another talk for another day. We'll be doing some Skype interviewing and some podcasting about some of what the companies do and how to really get the best guitar for the value for you. As far as I'm concerned, the Epiphone Masterbuilt's a great guitar. Feels great, but you can find lots of great feeling guitars that feel and sound nice for the money. And so, just take your time when you're finding the instrument that's going to be right for you. Because if you don't, more than likely, then I'm going to find it on Craigslist. Right? Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you tonight. I'll be at Pete's in Quincy with FM Station. We'll be playing all the late 70s, early 80s hits. Journey. We play the John Hall Band. We play it all. I mean, we try to... we're not playing Zebra tonight, but we do the Zebra song, Who's Behind the Door, that a lot of the old West LA guys used to hear me and Mark Kovar play. Good shout out to Mark Kovar anyway. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.